Okay, let's take it to the calculator for number 17. On 17 it says that we've got y equals, and it says x cubed minus 4x squared plus 36x minus 144. So I have that typed into my calculator here, as you can see. And now I'm going to graph it. I'm going to zoom standard. That look like I have a root there, but just to check, I can press second, trace, 2. Now it looks like my graph is going through positive 4. So I can say my left bound, what's left of 4, I could say 3, enter. And I could say 5 for my right bound, 5, enter. Alright, and then guess, just press enter one more time. Okay, so now I know that my x-intercept is indeed 4. So that means that x minus 4 is a factor of this equation. So what I do then is I come back up to the board, and I'll hit the lights again for you.
Mr. Hedger, please call Ms. Love at 41310. Mr. Hedger, please call Ms. Love at 41310.
If x minus 4 is a factor, then I would say x minus 4, and I would say 4 would have to go into 1, negative 4, 36, and negative 144. And it does go in there. We should have a remainder of 0. Let's check that though. Bring down the 1. 4 times 1 is 4. We get 0 from that. 4 times 0 is 0. 36 drops down. 36 times 4 is positive 144. And yeah, indeed, it is 0 for your remainder. Now we're going to have 1x squared and no x's and a 36. So x squared plus 36. Is there any number that you can think of that will make 0 when added to 36? Well, yeah. It would be negative 36. But is there any way to square a number to get negative 36? No. So you know this is going to be complex. So we have to find our root 2 and root 3. What we do here is we set this equal to 0. That's the easiest way I can think of for y'all to do it, because it's 2 steps. We would say x squared plus 36 equals 0. How do you solve that? Same way we always solve it. You get x squared equals negative 36. And then you square both sides and you have your answer. Square root, x equals 6 what? I. Is it just positive 6i? No. You know there has to be a conjugate, so it's positive or negative 6i. Okay? So you have your root 2 and your root 3 automatically in one hit. So you would say R1 equals 4, R2 equals 6i, R3 equals negative 6i. And you're done. Number 18, use the quadratic formula to solve. We've already done a couple of these, but let's go ahead and do it. X squared minus 6x plus 3. You have A, B, and C. So we want to say negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. A is 1, C is 3. All over 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, in case you're wondering, like I was saying, b squared is 36. The negative of negative 6 is 6. Okay, 6 plus or minus 36 minus 12. All over 2. 36 minus 12 should be 24. So you get, I'm going to do it over here, 6 plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. The square root of 24, you can't really root it, you can root part of it. So we factor 24 into, I would say 4 times 6. So 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 times 6 all over 2. Which one of those can you root, the 4 or the 6? The 4. Square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 6 is still inside. And it's all over 2. So your final answer then will be 6 divided by 2 is 3, plus or minus 2 divided by 2 is 1, square root of 6. And that's your answer there. This one, you should be able to tell by now what the factors will be, because we already know that from the last question, when it was plus 36, that it was 6i and negative 6i. So that's a big hint there. But it says x squared plus 49. And if you wanted to do quadratic, you'd have to say x squared plus how many x's? None. You need a placeholder. So your b is 0. So it would be negative 0 plus or minus the square root of 0 squared minus 4ac. All over 2a. All right. We would say 0, so positive or negative. 0 minus 4 times 49, let's see, 4 times 50 would be 200, minus 4 would be 196, so that'd be square root of negative 196, all over 2. And if you square root 196 in your calculator, you're going to get, I would say, let's see, I know 49 and 4 make it, so it's going to have something to do with 7. I would say 14, sound good? Okay. So it would be 14. I gave you enough time to do that on your own. So positive or negative 14 what, since it's a negative square root? I, all over 2. So just like we thought, it's going to end up being positive or negative 7i, and you're done with that one. Calculator is just to help you on these. You don't need it at all.